Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to, well, it's Thursday for me, Wednesday for some, potentially even Friday for others. Hope you're all doing well. And again, Lacey, thank you for raiding it. Good to see you about. Hope you're doing well. So, woke up this morning to an email from Twitch saying, you're now an affiliate. Made it a little bit hard to work today because I wanted to get all that sorted out and set up for today. At least a couple of things that you can all play around with. But I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I had a lot of trouble deciding what I wanted to do. So I figured what I'm actually going to start with, because I'm trying to get used to as well, now I have to deal with ads. And I want to try and do like a pause thing when ads are running if possible. So, to practice that, and also to practice something else, I'm actually going to do a bit of art today. I do not have a lot of practice in it. I am not the best doing so, quite frankly. Essentially trying to make my own emotes, believe it or not. Currently using some of the Twitch defaults, but that's okay. Got to start somewhere, right? I know I've got a lot of reflection coming off of my glasses, but that is my TV with the bright screen. Perhaps I can adjust that. Because that is actually very bright. Picture. That's a little better. Ooh, no, vivid, that's bright. Swan! Welcome in. I hope you are doing well. Warrior Queen, welcome. See you around a lot. And Great Man. All the regulars. And Valvenar coming in off the bat too. A lot of my favourite people. How did you go, Swan? How did the rest of your game go? Did you manage to get all of your sigils? I think they are. Oh, is that the one that you missed that you couldn't go back and get with the sword in the tree? Damn, that's rough. Ugh. I remember. I may not be super active, but I do try to watch. I hope everything works properly today. Today, I was just saying before you came in with everybody and the dog. I'm actually going to be doing some art today. I've got a couple of the Twitch emotes set up just as a very basic baseline, but I'm a very, very novice artist, especially since I am actually doing so left-handed. Grew up doing everything right-handed, but especially trying to avoid carpal tunnel, playing games and using the computer for work all the time, started using my left hand. And I was like, screw it, it's going to take me a long time to unlearn some stuff with my right hand. Let's do it with my left hand. So I have started doing that. And believe it or not, I'm under 10 hours of practice. And I'm not too bad if I do say so myself. I mean, maybe that sounds a little bit arrogant, but... So the aim of today is I'm doing a chibi character. That's going to be the baseline for my emotes. The chibi character is going to be based on like the term I know it as is the soul perception. So you have your physical form, how you see yourself in a mirror, but then you have what you see yourself as in your head, right? Like your expression of self inside your head may not match up to what you actually physically look like. And so that's what I'm going to be aiming for. I've had a couple of attempts at some very baseline stuff, so you get to see me mess up a few times. just a few times. I have to get used to that. I keep thinking the camera expands out this way. It doesn't expand out that way. Too used to sitting on that side of the couch. Yes, I see Valvanar's ones and I see Swan's ones, and they're so cute and adorable. And I'm like, I could go and pay someone to do it, but also I need to practice my art. So why not put it towards something, beneficial? Whoop. And don't mind me if I'm looking down. I do have chat down here too, which is on my tablet. And then you pay me. Until then, you just get them for free. Where am I? Oh, I put everything just out of reach, didn't I? Oh. Well, I think that's the thing, Warrior Queen, is that everybody can. It's just about whether you are, one, interested enough, and two, are willing to put in the effort to do so. Much like coding or gardening or, doing things like that. Anyone can do them, but some people just have a knack for it. I don't think I have a knack for it, so to speak. Just a little glove that helps my hand slide across a bit more. Did that come through? I can't hear that. No! Why can't I hear that? I am sad and disappointed. I'm going to run that one again, just to test it out. I am sad I could not hear that. Plants are a little bit more difficult than things like coding and art, though. They, there's a real consequence to it. I'm very sad. Why is that not coming through? Don't mind me if I play some noises for you all. Like, one of my favorites. There it is. Got it. Give it a lick. It tastes just like raisins. I think I may have put some of them into bits as well. I can't remember. I'll have to check. I was playing around with some of the settings with the sound alerts extension in Twitch. So I think I put some in a different spot. Yes, I will be in a moment. I've got it on this screen because I'm just tinkering with a couple of things and making sure I've got everything in the right place. Like before, my TV, which I'm going to have some reference stuff, was very bright. And you could easily see the reflection of that in my glasses. So I just wanted to fix that before I jump into it. But then sidetracked with, I can't hear stuff. What's going on? The fun part of dealing with all of the bits and bobs. All right, cool. Let's jump into it. It doesn't look pretty. I know. It's a very blank canvas too. But the idea is doing my emotes will be a good way to, practice that. But eventually I want to have like little borders for things as well, so I can fill in some of that blank space and maybe make some widgets or change up some of the templates for things like the sound alerts and make them a little bit more funky. Where am I? Pen. This thing's cool. Like, I got an XP Pen Pro. No, I think this is just... No, this is the Pro. But like, they don't take a battery for the pen or anything like that as well. Plus, they actually come with a whole bunch of extra nibs right in the back of it, and a Actually, I should keep that out. The lid for it is actually weighted, so you can stick the pen in it and just leave it sit on the side of a thing, which is really cool. Yeah, it's like I did a little bit of shopping around and asked a couple of friends about it too. Oh, damn it. The only thing I need to deal with is somehow getting these settings to remember where the hell anything is. Full area, please. Excuse me. Kirsten! We've got a lot of the Cups crew coming in. A couple of people from... Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. A few people of the fam as well. Welcome in, everyone. How are you doing? And how are you going, Kirsten? I saw you earlier on today, actually. And display. Display settings. Screen calibration. That's what I want. Calibrate the pen. Come on. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Thank you for popping in. I'm not sure what time it would be for you. If you're on a... Oh, are you seriously not picking that up? Oh, I know why, Sigh. Why do you do this to me? Why do you keep initiating mouse mode? Bleh. Bleh. And you came in on an interesting one as well. At least at the start, I'm not going to be doing any gaming. Maybe later, like if people want to see something a bit different, or if I get a little bit too frustrated with not getting things right, we'll jump into some games. Although which games, I'm not 100% sure yet. Got me a green tea. Got some water on the side in case anyone wants to make me hydrate. All right. Let's get this started. I've been like, one of the reasons that I struggle with a lot of this is trying to get used to what will work well. %, Valena. It was also well timed, at least in my ears. And if anyone who has any art experience has any advice or anything, please feel free. This is still backseating allowed. What? It didn't? No. Excuse me. Hold up a tick. Did that really not come through? Larg. Why do you do this to me? I just wanted it to be good. Audio track. Ooh, the Don is in the house. Welcome in. Is that not changing? I think I know what it is. I bet you it was my attempt to be good with these things. Yes, fam coming in. Oh, Vamp's in the house too. The Moist Nap Nap gang. Let me know if you can hear this now. Did you hear it that time? Look at my horse is amazing. Okay, good. So it turns out that my recording audio track is set to the same one as the VOD audio track, meaning I was actually running the audios on the wrong audio track. So I'm just going to have to deal with YouTube at some point, or put like a mute section if they give me any trouble over these particular ones that I've got. No Vamp, it's just fantasy. You're caught in the chat slide. You've got no escape from this chaos, Queen. I'll let you decide if that was actually well worth it or not. 'Twas good. This is very good. How was the rest of your stream, Don? I saw you were playing. Uh, I cannot remember the name. Senua's something. It's the same one that Swan's playing, actually. Yeah, that's good to hear. What am I doing? It goes down the bottom. Actually, speaking of, Horizon Forbidden West. Oh, you're playing a different game. Ah. We're gonna spam the chat. Or I'm gonna spam the chat. I know, like, a lot of you know pretty much everyone here, so. Also, congratulations to Don for getting affiliate today. Very well done. Who did I just do? No, all good. Yeah, got it today. It was very, very fun. If I've missed anyone, I don't know if I have. You've done well. Warrior Queen. Actually, Warrior Queen, do you stream? I don't recall seeing you doing any, but either way, if I've missed anyone, please feel free to shout them out. There's no restriction on it. The fam and the Cups crew coming together with the Tavern peeps and Swan's group. Yeah, that's what I'm just about to start attempting, believe it or not. Even though I keep getting sidetracked. Like, I'm sidetracking myself, I should say. You'll get there with emotes. It'll depend on whether you go to someone to get them done or try and draw them yourself like I'm attempting to do. Is that right, Vamp? You're waiting till you can see me again? I cannot draw circles to save my freaking life. No stress, Favana. If she's not already here, say hi to Batgirl for me. Hope your game of Grounded goes well. You're all going to see me fail a lot at drawing a freaking circle. Bussin! Bussin is here, everyone. Jeez, it's like everyone I know is starting to just pop in already. Like, we're all converging in the one place. Thank you so much, Bussin. Let me just give you a little shout out there. This is very true, Paulina. How was Persona 5? Did you manage to get very far? Or further than you were after, who was it? Kamoshida? It's a bus and B-bus and raid. So far. I mean, you went at it for like 8 hours. That's a pretty decent amount of time. Okay, that's a circle I can work with. You seem to be enjoying it though. That's the main thing. Oh, there's part of my issue right frickin' there. Wrong color. Actually, do you see that when it pops up? No, you don't. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Mm. Don't panic, everyone. We're just going to do a live change of what I'm looking at. Display capture. Tablet. This one. Okay. So. There we go. How's that? Good. Kamoshida is turned out to be quite an ass, quite frankly. Looks like Daddy Wolf's error screen. I know, it's so good, isn't it? And then we get rid of that one. That was confusing me. Shift that down. How's that? Does that look alright? If you've got an ass, I'll kick it. I told you I'm not good at drawing just yet. I will eventually get there. There's going to be a lot of control Zing. That's why I have like literally a shortcut key assigned because my tablet's got I don't know. Quickly show you my tablet. Chatting. Actually, was Pretzel not in that one? Were you all not able to hear that? There we go. Much better. Thank you for lurking, Swan. So my tablet, see at the top there, it's got a whole bunch of buttons. It's got 8 buttons and a dial. And then I can use the dial to change things like the zoom and the brush size. But one of the buttons is set to Control Z. And I use it a lot. I might have to set a couple of them to Control Z so I don't destroy my buttons too quickly. Okay, let's see now. What is everyone doing tonight? I know for a few of you it's getting pretty late. That was horrible. When I go full screen. Why so you can laugh at my face. I do the same thing when I look in the mirror. Problems of not having a steady hand and no practice. Makes you happy. Makes you very happy, does it? I feel like I'm doing that chin part way too damn low. Because like, yeah, you can see it. So like this area here is like the cheek going up to like the eye well. And then the forehead kind of thing. The ear on the right here. Oh, there's part of my freaking issue. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Sigh. Well, I guess I have a reference for the layer again. And I messed it up. And I messed it up again. And I messed it up. ads will be starting in a minute, everyone. Brace yourselves. We have 50 seconds. Well, it tells me 50 seconds. So I'm going to jump into a back soon so you can keep watching me fail. It's about 1:30 of ads, I think, is the best one to keep it going, only every half hour. How happy. Well, I assume you've got some kind of easy cleaning solution for the underside of your desk. But we will be back in 2 minutes, friends.
I offer you an accord. I offer you an accord.
I'm going to really dislike ads. That was the longest 1:30 of my freaking life. Well, one of. But also, thank you, Valvenar, for subscribing for 6 months and then gifting a tier 1 to Magistra. Hopefully you all got to see the subscription thing before it went into the ads. If you did, let me know what you think. I was originally going to make it a command and decided otherwise. If you didn't get to see it, let me know. I can always run a test one from Stream Elements. Yeah, I messed up this shape completely. Completely. You didn't see it? Alright, give me a tick. We're going to run a test one. Emulate, subscriber.
I offer you an accord.
There you go. Did you see that one? You did, yes. I actually took a little snapshot of the video for that as well, so it sits above there and you actually get to see Melina. You didn't really see anything? Why not? Was it too dark? I can always play with the detail a bit. We're going to redraw that properly on the layer. And yes, I saw your comment as well, Vamp, about the ceiling. I figured you were staring like too close to the screen to be able to hit that high up. Wait, you didn't actually see anything? Interesting. It does show up in my... What? What's going on? Where's my mouse? I have 3 windows right now. I cannot see my mouse. I'm glad I chose to do art this time so I could do some troubleshooting as well, even though you're just looking like at this very poorly drawn circle most of the time. Oop. 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 Wrong button. Hold up a tick. What do we got? Alright, so it's there. Sitting above. Alright, prepare yourselves. I'm going to run that test again. Let me know if you see it. Is the source under the game feed? No, it's not. The, Wait, are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. I think I accidentally moved it up when I clicked on something before. User error, user error. Alright, one more time. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
I offer you an accord.
There you go. I don't know why I put it up the top. Like, I moved it down specifically. I just must have clicked it. And clicked and dragged in the wrong direction. Ugh. Why, thank you, thank you. Originally, it was an idea to, put it as like a Bang Maiden. And yes, I'm aware how that sounds. But I was like, that could be fun. But then also, you know, what if I had it as, because the whole point of it is, you know, the accord or a vow of some kind. And so I played with that for subscribers, for cheers and all that kind of stuff as well. Just sort of playing around with it. And eventually, as I get better with art and stuff, I'll start adding some more interesting things to it. All right, let's try this again. I need to look at following along. Yeah, that is way too far in. That's a straight line. It's better. It's a lot better. That was actually half decent. A little more egg-shaped than round, but, you know, we can work with it. So we're going to get rid of that, because apparently it goes pretty low. At least my ear drawing is okay. Like, I don't know why, but drawing the ear is okay. See, that was pretty good. Give myself that, for sure. But thank you all for helping me with my troubleshooting. Cheers. And feel free if you have any suggestions or anything for like redeems or anything like that, let me know. Or if my redeem names are weird, like my hydrate redeem. You want to draw ears in the sand. What kind of ears are we talking about? Human ears? Dog ears? Ears of corn? Okay. I know, I wanted to change it a bit to be a bit different. And yes, I have a bottle of water specifically here for it. I don't drink enough water anyway. But I did have the forethought to make sure that can't do the same thing that people were doing to Reese and practically make his bladder burst with too much water. Perfect. Let's make that an achievement instead, shall we? With an unknown date of completion. Oh, actually, I should show you for reference. This is what I'm following along, right? So I found a little guide for making chibi characters. Also, interesting, relevant but side topic. Side tangent. In Japan, using chibi, you can only use it in a positive context in certain instances because it can actually be quite condescending. Or, making someone seem a bit like... It's kind of like the insulting and... what's the other word? Slur-like things towards... I don't even know the right term now. Little people, I think. Where there are certain names for them that people use. That is very bad in that regard. Anyway, circling back to this. Compared to, that's a half decent circle compared to my circle. Like very basic sort of walk through. Doing the outlines. Doing the perspective, checking the eyes. I still can't get the eyes right. For some reason, just trying to get those is a struggle. Then hair. Oh, holy crap. Trying to draw hair. Yes, that is certainly one way to put it. To be fair, I am vertically challenged. I'm only 5'5". I definitely want to have like a little emote face like that. But the idea is to make a baseline face that I can then reference back later. But this has been a good little reference guide just to sort of get some of the base shapes down pat. Like even you can see here, you can see how for the cheek, like it comes a little bit straighter and then comes out a little bit sharper for the cheek on the bottom left here. But for my one, it's not quite as sharp and probably comes down a little bit further than it probably needs to. 5'5" is above average. Not in Australia, it's not. In Japan, that's certainly pretty tall. Only 5'5". Why, Lexi? Are you a little bit shorter? That's okay, Lexi. That means that if I ever give you a hug, I can nestle your face in my bosom. In centimeters, 165 centimeters. Or unless you get on a plane, you know. Poor Lex. You're okay. It's all good. We can be the short girl club. Believe it or not, this may sound a bit weird, but I actually want to be a little bit shorter. I feel like I'm a little bit too tall. Which probably sounds extremely weird to hear, but for all of my life, I always thought I was like, well, actually, sorry, I should say, before the 1 to 2 feet of growth spurt I had during puberty, I thought, yeah, cool, this is good. And then I had my growth spurt, and I'm like, I feel like I'm a little too far off the ground now. Next, perspective. Not quite as far as I want to go. Small in what way? You feel short, Don? Why do you feel short? Are you also under 5'5"? Whoop. I completely missed the turn. Nope. There we go. Much better. 181 centimeters. Holy crap. Believe it or not, Vamp, a lot of my friends are like 6 foot or more. It's ridiculous. You're 5'4", Lexi. That's okay. That's not too bad though. I actually wish I was like 5'2", 5'3". I actually I shrunk 3 centimeters over the last couple of years. We are we are the Ducks Brigade. My family has this thing we like to call it. We have duck's disease, and it's because our ass is too low to the ground. Yeah, I shrunk. I shrunk about 3 centimeters. I don't know why, but I did. Where across from? There, like there. Nope. I swear I'm trying not to be a perfectionist about it. The perspective just feels off. Still feels off. Why? Much better. Thank you. Ugh. Who knew realizing going the other direction would help? But I really don't have a lot of practice when it comes to artwork. So I know a lot of what I do is probably not good practice or anything like that. Yeah, this is the part that I always struggle with. Getting the eyes. Drink some more and use UPS. That's complete wrong angle. I'm pretty sure shipping people is against GPS policy. Well, actually, I shouldn't say unfortunately. That's fortunately, because human trafficking is already prominent enough. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. A lot of stuff like this didn't used to be until someone decided they were going to try it and get it banned for everyone else. Just, it doesn't work like that. They do x-rays and stuff like that, you know? Look at that. That's much better than my previous attempts. Holy crap. That's so good. Sit still, smack! Ow! Does that seem about right? Almost. That seems right. That's what's off. Yeah. Is anybody there? No, I don't think so. I'm just a nobody in a suit. But that's a suitcase. Haha, that's the point. No, we don't want the Buckerfell tool. Hell no. Hmm. That was horrible. It's better. Seems a little bit shorter though. No, the boss said that we could go home for the day early. Oh, cool. I'll have to take that on. And let me know what you think of watching me do art semi-okayly. Definitely not professionally. Definitely not professional at this. That's probably part of why UPS stopped doing mailing of humans. It's interesting, is it, Valvana? Good interesting or bad interesting? Of course you do, Vamp. Well, that's good, Valvana. Thank you. I know it's that's completely fair. I tend to use interesting probably far more neutrally than I really should. That's not a mail order, Brad Vamp. Up and left. Oh yes, I saw you actually followed me too just recently. Thank you so much for that. Chibi character. Actually, let me check something. When are ads coming up next? I need to start keeping an eye on that. 8 minutes. Alright, we got 8 minutes before ads roll. I am attempting to, yeah, basically draw a Chibi Kimiko based on my, soul perspective. So how I feel like I look on the inside, but a chibi version of. Yeah, and thank you for the follow as well. While I was offline, I really do appreciate it. What was I going to say? It's interesting because I showed one of my drafts to my Japanese teacher, and she saw it and was like, "Oh, kawaii," and then was saying effectively that as soon as she saw it, she immediately thought, Mini Kimi-chan. So this is going to be called Mini Kimi-chan. You just don't like to assemble my stuff. Yeah, well, that's what the dolls are for. They usually come in one piece now. And thank you, Bussin. I'm hoping it looks pretty cute. I should show you one of my early. I'm going to show you one of my earlier drafts. This one. This was a horrible draft because I did it way too small and it made it very pixelated. But look at that expression. It's like, thought earlier. Yes. I am going to go back to Hyperdimension Neptunia. I've got Hyperdimension Neptunia Mark II and Victory. So I fully anticipate coming back to it, of course, and playing some more. But I'm probably going to leave that for Wednesdays. Oh, what am I doing? I don't want that going. Yeah, thank you, Bussin. My biggest issue was the fact that, like, you zoom in on this and you can see the little bit of fuzziness, but you can see that it's like a nice line. I mean, my lines aren't exactly the best, but you saw with this one, when you zoom into it, even at like 400 times, you see how blocky it is? That's with a 1 pixel brush. I know you don't care about dolls, Vamp. And thank you, Warrior Queen. But it's so blocky, right? Like, I got a lot of the lines really nicely done. I got some of the coloring okay. The head shape, like, if I get rid of too much. Oh, I just took off the base layer. So, like, that was the base layer, right? And it was a decent first attempt, but it's blocky as hell. Yes, it is Thursday for me, upper left. It's Thursday afternoon at 5 p.m. for me. So my first stream of the week, so to speak, on the Wednesdays or Tuesdays for a lot of people that I know, starts at 12 p.m. AEST, which I think is 6:30 PST, I believe. I need to figure out compared to like a base times. Oh, excuse me. A base time zone to be able to work that for, but it is in my schedule as well if you ever want to see. Now that I'm an affiliate, I can actually go and name each of my streaming days, so keep an eye out on that. I'll be probably after this updating that to, you know, when I'm playing Hyperdimension Neptunia, plus when I'm going to be playing Banjo-Kazooie or doing art or playing Hades and stuff like that. Good night, Vamp. Good. I'm glad that you are going to bed. Yes. You were supposed to be in bed all night, but I'm glad you got some rest before this. Thank you for popping in, though. Sleep well, yeah, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, you're in Japan, are you, upper left? Very nice. I do find that interesting. Like, you're only, what, like 3 hours behind Australia? Because that's where I am. I'm in Australia. So you're about 3 hours behind Australian Eastern Standard. What am I doing next? I am on the right layer. You know what? I'm going to add to this layer. What a smiley face. Very nice. 3 p.m. Oh, you're only 2 hours behind. Good night, Vamp. Sleep well. But that's really cool up on left. I'm actually, wanting to visit Japan next year. And then also wanting to possibly even move to Japan at some point. I've got a few things that I've got to sort out for it. But, yeah, it's definitely something I want to look at. Does this layer have anything in it? No. Okay, good. Empty layer. So I can try my atrocious hair setup. I have no idea how to do hair properly. Like, honestly. So just as a reference for everyone, if I can find the right body screen. Oh, 2 minutes to ads, everyone. Brace yourselves. Boston doesn't sleep. I have thought about that up and left, but I don't know how I'd go with that. I don't have any kind of teaching credentials or anything like that to go with. there's potential for my particular work to introduce itself to Japan. So there's actually potential there. So I want to see how that goes, and then perhaps look at some other bits and pieces as well. For reference, I'm going to try and use these two that are up the top here. The right hand side chibi hair. Keyword here is attempt to use. Not at all, Maiden Kimiko. Yeah. 12 hours, bussin', far out. I can barely sleep more than 8 hours and not feel just absolutely freaking exhausted. Well done. And you don't need teaching credentials. Just need a degree in anything. Yeah, I don't have a degree in anything. I've got a certificate 3 in information, digital media, and technology. But that's like a super baseline kind of certificate, frankly. It's usually not really well worth a lot. How the hell? I'm jealous, Bussin. I am super jealous. I wish, honestly. Let's go back to the bottom here and see that other hair. What kind of spacing do you normally use for it? Going with the back of the head. They actually go a fair decent way up, so they kind of go like that high. Let's put some reference dots. Also, Magistra, if you are here, if you have any tips or anything for me, please do so. I'm more than happy to learn from someone who's been doing this a lot longer than I have. I have a degree in baloney. I'm sure a degree in baloney would be far better than what I've got. I've got a degree in kawaii. Waking up makes you grumpy. Yeah, I mean, that's completely fair. Realistically, if I didn't have to stick to a 9-to-5 job, I would be up a lot later. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Ow, I don't know if you all heard that. Oh, you're in ads already? Alright. Hopefully you're all out of ads now. Hooray! Honestly, I wish there was a way to like have a better countdown timer than the ads manager in the dashboard. Like, ugh. I know I can do pre-roll ads. You still get... Don't you still get stuck with ads during it, those? Because I do have an ad that starts up 1 minute into the stream, and then it's every 30 minutes. I have no idea how to work with the ads overly much at this point in time, to be perfectly honest. I feel like that hair looks like crap. How do I... Try the smaller brush size. Why is hair so hard to draw? Seriously? The ad manager does have like a ad start in X amount of time, but I don't know how accurate it is. I heard that too, Vabana. When I was looking around, that's what I heard too. But I suppose I am also... I don't know what the delay on the... I managed to do pretty well for it, so I'm gonna... Where am I? This screen. This way. Can you see that okay? Screenception! So like just on this section here with that ads manager. I've just got that set up and supposedly it tells me roughly when they're happening and when they're in the ads. I just need to keep an eye out for it. Yeah, I mean, you've got a pre-roll thing up here, but you've actually got to add this. So you have to... where am I? Edit Stream Manager Panels. And you have to actually add the... yeah, it's just called Ad Manager. You have to add it in there and remember to save the layout changes up here. I did that myself and messed up. And didn't actually save it a couple of times. But now that I know this is a thing, I've actually got this sitting next to my OBS on my other screen. And have them semi-overlay, so I've got the... I can see the ad countdown on the right side and some of the chat stuff and my scenes and stuff on the left side. Noob streaming things with Kimiko. I'm actually tempted to put like, can only be used once every like half hour or so, but make tea. Make that like a 500 or 1,000 points. And if there's any recommendations for like bits usages and all that kind of stuff, I'm more than happy to hear. Because I have no idea what to set up for half that stuff. It's like, I don't want to put things in there purely for like, you have to pay bits to use this or that or whatever. But that's exactly it, Bussin. Anytime I go into a stream and I get hit with pre-rolls, if I know the person, I know it's okay, especially if I'm just going to lurk. But there are plenty of other ones that I jump into and I'm like, ugh, ads. I hate getting it on YouTube, let alone with things like Twitch. Looks closer to it. You think tea sounds like a fine idea? Maybe I'll add that in now. I wonder if it actually works, like mid-stream, if you add a thing, does it just pop up? Let's find out. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Tea time. Let's make it $7.50. Let's not make it too expensive, but it is going to be restricted. Green. Keep that. Cooldowns are limits. Once every 45 minutes, because I don't drink tea that fast. See, yeah, that's the thing, right, Bussin? Sorry, Lexi. I saw Bussin's thing before. Like, I read yours and immediately looked up to T from Bussin, and that's why I got mixed up. Yeah, I thought exactly the same, Lexi. And that's why I wanted to see how I do with the current ad countdown timer. Like, you see what Reese does, and he, like, having his mods, his Twitch mods, Bacon and Kirsten, it works really well. You've got someone to keep an eye on it and tell you about it, but when you're doing it on your own, it's a little bit more difficult. I know it's 3 minutes of ads every hour. And especially when you do, like, as a base setup like I've got at the moment, it actually forces you to do every 30 minutes when you're setting up the ads manager stuff. So I don't know how to get around that. Mind you, I could just, try some stuff, but quite frankly, you can only try it while live, I mean, you can. There's actually, in that stream manager thing, there's actually an option where you can add in extra quick actions. And there's like 30 seconds of ads, a minute of ads, a minute 30, 2:30, and 3 minutes. And that will increase your timer, and then it's up to you to keep an eye on it, right? I know, and that's why I'm flip-flopping on that bus, and exactly the same reason. Well, Reese is actually only an affiliate at this point, so I don't know how that works. Maybe like, I think Kirsten's still here. Kirsten, if you have any input to here, feel free. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he does get. I think he gets an hour. But it would be interesting to see. Yeah, I suppose that's very true, Bussin. And that's interesting, Lexi. Like, I don't know the reality of it all. Very fair, up and left. And I'm sorry, everyone. I know I'm being very, like, not very arty and stuff. Getting sidetracked in conversation. I have no idea how to do hair. How the hell do you draw hair? Like, I've always had an appreciation for artists and stuff like that, doing some really cool crap, but holy crap. I know in my head what I want to do. But that's just it, it's in my head. This is very true. It's more along the lines of, like, I want to keep going with this, and so you can see it, like, come together. Like, I've pulled some of my other ones together as well, because I enjoy seeing it come together. But just trying to work some of it out, it's just like, ugh, how do I do that? Oh, I see. Seriously? Interesting. It is entertaining? Good, I'm glad. I try to be entertaining as much as possible. Did that get added in? I am not sure. Let's have a look. Yeah, tea time is now in there, friends. If we do a tea time, I'll put it on like a be right back thing. I should create a tea time one. But I'm glad. This is kind of what I want. Of course. You're lucky this is my last swallow of of my green tea. Well, it has been summoned. I will be back in a few minutes, friends. You know what? I'm going to run ads now while I'm making tea. Purely so we should get another half an hour without ads. So, thank you, Valvana. So, stick around, everyone. Where am I? Where are all my scenes now? I don't know where you are. Yes, I know, you ads, but utilizing the time, I'm not going to be here to continuously entertain you with my lovely singing voice. I'm going to be at the kettle making sure things work. I love that. Boston and Lexi, ew, ads. Ads, woo! I love you guys. So good. All right, back soon. Okay, so interesting note. Um, I'll go back through chat in a minute, but I'm just waiting for tea to steep at the moment. However, I just ran 3-minute ads. I now have 1 hour and 15 minutes until ads start. It looks like it is a cumulative addition for it. So if every 3 minutes of ads you do, you get an hour of time until your next ads. So yeah, we'll talk about it more soon, but just something I wanted to let you all know. Well, you are waiting. I'm back, and I have a fresh cup of green tea, an Eoman green tea with roasted rice. I went back through some of the comments while my tea was steeping. Yeah, that interesting thing about ads. If you didn't get any, Lexi, that's very, very interesting. But yeah, so I can confirm that what Reese does actually works because, yeah, I now have. Jump into the art scene for a sec. Hey, tab, move. Get over here. Yeah, see now, ads start in 1 hour and 12 minutes. So I already had something like 16 minutes till ads before I ran the 3 minutes. And you can see here I've got the 1 minute 30 ad, 3 minute ads. I have to wait until I can run more. But yeah, so myth confirmed. Which is very interesting, to be perfectly honest. And as for as for Microsoft Chrome,
look at my horse
yeah.
is amazing.
I wanted to get the taste just like raisins part, but I didn't see that in there in the quick look that I had. But what was I going to say? Oh yes, Edge. So with Microsoft Edge, it's such a good song, isn't it, Lexi? The reason that Microsoft is pushing it so damn hard is because Edge finally uses a WebKit base. Windows Explorer never used a WebKit base all the way up until they started working on Edge properly in Windows 10. They finally switched it over to a WebKit base, which is exactly what Chrome is. Chrome's a WebKit base, Firefox is a WebKit base. I think even Safari to a certain degree is a WebKit base because macOS runs on a Linux base. I haven't heard this song. I'm just running it from the free chill Pretzel Rocks soundtrack. I was going to say Pretzel Rots. Oh no, I completely agree. Completely agree. Don't mistake what I'm saying for I like Edge, because I don't. I like being edgy. I'm actually not going to say that next comment. Oh yes, it is such a good song. A lot of Weeble stuff is so good. But for those who don't know, they Weeble and the two, I think it's primarily two other people who worked with him on all of the videos and stuff like that. They actually created a band, like a proper band called Savlonic. They're on YouTube and they are also on Spotify. Savlonic. Just like that. Highly recommend checking them out. They've still got a little bit of the comedy aspect of what is that on my screen? Oh, okay. Yeah, so then for those who don't know, they've got a little bit of the comedy aspect in some of their music, but a lot of their music is a lot more emotionally charged, despite what some of the lyrics are. Like, you hear some of the lyrics in them and you go, that's actually pretty funny, and like that's a little bit weird to hear. But then you listen to them as a whole, particularly with the music, and you actually start to understand the emotional impact of what they're singing about. And it's so good. I'm so disappointed they haven't done anything else since. They've done some good covers though. There's some really good covers. Actually, I can't remember the name. I'm like, they've got some good covers, and I'm like, what are some examples? Mind. The drawer's empty. I'd have to go through my Spotify playlist, but highly recommend. Oh, I love The Driver, and also Broken. Broken is probably my favorite of them all, followed by It Wasn't You. They're probably my two favorites up left. Anyway, back to my horrible attempts at drawing hair. Ooh, crap. I forgot to turn on streamer mode. So hopefully you didn't all just hear my Discord pop off. I really do need to make a checklist for what the hell to do before stream. Excuse me. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay. Try that again. Yeah, I forgot to turn on auto streamer mode, but I heard it go off. It must have been through my other speakers, which is in another room. So it's good that you didn't hear it. I wasn't sure how loud it was going to be through my main system here. But I hope you're all having a good time. Listen to me prattle on. At least we've got an hour and 7 minutes until ads. Actually, you know what? Before I get back into this, there is something I do want to check out. What did I do with these other alerts? Ah, I did mess them up. Okay. Excuse me. Can I please change? How do I? How the hell do I change this? Do I just have to do it again? I think I just have to do it again. It's annoying. More ads, more ads, more ads, more ads. Reminds me of the Australian ad we used to have. You hear this chanting guy walking down a sidewalk, and he hears chanting over a fence. 12, 12, 12. Is walking along and starts to get louder. 12, 12, 12. And he sees this hole in the fence, and he's like, what's going on? So heads towards the hole to look through, and they're like, 12, 12, 12. Sticks his eye up against the hole. Poke in the eye. 13! That's all I can think of with the way you said that, Lexi. Oh, that's good, upper left. Thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, even as background noise. That's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. What? Wait. What the hell? No. No. Why? I don't understand. This is not the sound that I was looking for. I just... No? How do I... The remakes, where are the remakes? What are they on? Because I had a quick look on the PS4 PlayStation Store and I cannot see them there. Because PS3s, I've got them on the PS3, they have this really annoying thing. Because I've got the old fat version of the PS3, they did not come with a HDMI cable, but you need an official Sony PS3 HDMI cable to allow the encrypted HDMI traffic to go through like a capture card. On PC, right. Feel free tomorrow, because I'll set it up tonight, but tomorrow, Nightbot just posted the link there for my YouTube. I'll have the VOD sitting up there. So feel free to go back and have a look if you want to see what the original's like, just as a baseline there. But like I said, next Wednesday, Australian Eastern Standard, I'll be streaming it again. I'll be jumping back onto it. How the hell do I change these? How do I get rid of them? This is actually annoying. Watching the VOD on Twitch. I haven't uploaded the the VOD from yesterday yet, because legally, as an affiliate, I can't upload a VOD until 24 hours after the live stream's ended. Okay, that's what's gone wrong here. Oh, is it only streaming? Did I just misunderstand the thing then? Like, if that's the case, I'm happy to be corrected on that, because I definitely want... Sorry, I'm just adding this save. Okay, good, because I usually like to update them, upload them the same day so it can go overnight while I'm sleeping. Because it takes ages to upload. Oh, I'm an idiot. Up and left, you're right. The VOD is on Twitch. I keep forgetting that. And now that I'm an affiliate, they'll last for 30 days. No, you're right. You're right. They're up there. I keep thinking I've only got 7 days before they disappear from Twitch, so I completely forget I've got a Twitch VOD sitting there. User error. User error. Also, I've added another sound alert to the channel point redemptions. Feel free to have a squiz. And yes, there is one more I wanted to add. There we go. Seriously? I'm going to have to look into that, Lexi. Maybe I don't have it linked properly. But that's really good to know. That is really good to know, because at the moment I mean, part of the issue though as well is that this stream, it's not so bad because I don't have a lot of potentially DMCA violating sounds going on. But in future, I want to have like the sound alerts on a different audio track to the recorded bit. Oh, Bussin'. Oh. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. We still love you though, Bussin'. We all make mistakes. I think I did that the other day, which is why I made a ending stream scene. 10 hours, woohoo! Did you know that Twitch has a one of their achievements is 10 million hours of streaming? Exactly, Lexi. That is exactly it. So it doesn't matter if I screw up. You can't see me, pottering around the house, throwing clothes off as I'm getting out of my streamwear. All right. Take number 43 at hair. Honestly, I spent over an hour yesterday purely on trying to get the hair done for this one. Like, this hair that's here is halfway decent. It took me over an hour for it. It is ridiculous how hard I found it to draw freaking hair. Face shape seems to be okay. I can get that good. Mo iyo. Oh no! Oh, Bussin'. We love you, friend, but that's still funny. Yes, it's exactly right, Lexi. Practice, practice, practice. Like, probably now I've hit the 10-hour mark in terms of practicing, and again, left-handed. Actually, you all may not have been here when I mentioned that earlier. I'm doing all this left-handed. I grew up doing everything right-handed. So I hope you can hear me okay when I'm looking down as well, by the way. So I actually think that I'm naturally left-handed, but was forced to use my right hand all the time. Because the fact that I can get this kind of decent drawing on my non-main hand, compared to if I tried this with my right hand, I would not get as good as this. Eating pizza, playing Grounded, listening to me, switching through all your scenes and stuff. That is hilarious. And thank you, Lexi, for the believing in me. I know a lot of you here believe in me. I will do my best to impress. Down. Just before. So if I do small bits, then it starts to look a bit more like hair. Everyone's is, Bussin. In the very beginning, everyone's is. It literally is to learn how to do everything with the other hand. It just takes a lot of time and patience. Like, think about it this way, right? When you grew up learning to write, to draw basic shapes, to circle things, to color things in, right? Stop and think how long they made you practice that over how many years, and then include the time that you did any of that at home. How many years would have that been? Like at least 15 years. At least. By the time you hit the 8-year mark, you have at least decent motor control in what you need to do, right? So like when you're trying to do that as an adult, like all of us as adults, trying to come back to relearning how to do all that crap, we don't have the time to spend, the 4 hours of a school day just to practice drawing our ABCs. We don't have the coloring time to go in and find something to color in the lines and stuff like that for a couple of hours. We don't have that at home. We've got so much free time. We can just grab spare paper and go, I'm just going to draw weird ass lines. And then eventually you get to like 10 years old or something and you start trying to draw actual things. You go from the stick figure person, like the very, very, very simple, like very, very simple stick figure thing, right? That's left-handed. This is my right hand. So like, this is why I think that perhaps I'm naturally left-handed. Like, I know my head is very off in terms of the stick figure. That's because my pen calibration is off a little bit. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the point though, Bussin, is that I've only got 10 hours of practice in my left hand. They're about the same. And I've got 30 years of practice with my right hand. Well, I suppose technically 28. You can't really count, the baby and first year of toddlerhood. But that's sort of my point, right? Put in the time and practice, and of course with a good community, you get to be able to do more. I'm actually going to edit it on this one. I'm going to get rid of this pain in the ass circle. It's going away. Look how much neater that looks. Feel free. I should actually make like a 1-point channel redeem or something like that for for Urusai Baka. Oh yeah, actually I think I mentioned it. I added 2 channel point sound redemptions. Feel free to check them out if you like. This green tea that I'm drinking, the Eamon green tea with the roasted rice.
NANI?!
Very good. I actually have a pure green tea version of it as well. It's not bad. Like, there's a definite difference in the taste. But they're both pretty good. There you go, Bussin. Drinking some water. I was so confused for a second there because I thought that my stream was frozen. But yes, water. I suppose realistically my tea can cover that too, but got to have some of the proper clear liquid, right? I always want to make the a Kung Pao reference, but I don't know how many people have ever actually seen that movie. It is a great and hilarious movie, but not a lot of people have actually seen it, unfortunately. Someone else that's seen it. Yes. It is such a great and silly movie. I love it. That's starting to look like hair, right? Starting to look a little bit more real. I really want to like change my setup at some point so I can have like the reference on screen. Ooh. So I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if I can... Excuse me. We are going to do a weird and wonderful live edition. So maybe I can get this to show. No, not that one. That one. Very good. Let's see. Actually, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to bring both sides in. Can I bring this side in any further? Yes, perfect. How's that, friends? There's my reference on the right-hand side. Obviously, I need to neaten it up and have a better, like, window layout and all that kind of stuff, especially if I'm going to have different size reference points, but you can see what my reference point is. It's not going to be exactly the same, because obviously I can't draw that well. But it's a baseline to work from, right? You've got to have somewhere to work from. Look at that. Look at that. Look at me learning how to do the things. That was a completely offline that I did not want. Oh, too far out. No, I wanted to come in at the end. Like that. Mm. I'm learning. What's everyone else's plan for the rest of their week? I mean, it's Wednesday for a lot of you, isn't it? So it's hump day. That would work. Out. And perhaps up. Nope. I'm going to come down because during the curve, looks better going down for this hand at the moment. I can't get that curve right. Alright. I want to bring the curve up like that. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at this, friends. It's coming together. Work tomorrow and then it's the weekend. Well, I suppose that means I will have to wait until tomorrow night to be able to listen to your very good storyteller voice. You got much planned for your weekend there, Lexi? I keep looking up to look at chat. I've got the chat on the freaking right-hand side of the screen here. It should not be a problem. And yet it is. Where am I at? That's good. Like, I keep thinking to myself, I need to have like another screen in here that's like a proper streaming screen. I need a better table set up for putting not only my laptop but anchoring the boom mic too. I want to have like another camera for a different angle so that I can have like a movable camera and a static camera. You know, I keep thinking like things like that, and I'm like, don't have the money to keep buying this kind of stuff. But I do appreciate that, Valena. I really do. Because, I mean, if there was a camera like sitting right here so you could actually see, I mean, it'd be really close. Maybe I'd have to zoom out with it, but I do really like having my artwork in the background though. Yeah. It's a problem trying to work out, you know, where to put the cameras and everything, right? And what to get for stuff. Like, I need a third monitor if I'm going to be doing PC gaming again. Yeah. I mean, I need to buy a new PC altogether, but once I've got that done, I'll be doing more PC gaming. Like, I want to do a Stardew Valley extended run as well. But I need a third monitor to be able to have, like, streaming information sitting on. So the second monitor can be for any peripheral things that I need to use. But it's just so much money. And my medical thing is costing me a pretty penny, and I've got to make sure I've got plenty of money left for that when I disappear for a month. How am I going to... Maybe if I... In? In? Fair. If I'm doing console games, I've only got the one monitor on my laptop. Right now, I've got technically 3 screens because my tablet has a screen in it too. I'm honestly very impressed with anyone who can use a tablet that doesn't have a screen and has to actually like look up and then do the drawing aspect. You've got to have really learn really good hand-eye coordination for that. But I like being able to see what I'm doing, and that's just more of a visual preference rather than a crack at my ability to learn. Because I can certainly learn it if I wanted it to, but... No, you don't really need 7 tabs running, but it's more along the lines of like, here's a good example. I was playing Survivors with Friends with Valvenar and Swan Empress not too long ago. And I had both of their chats open as well so that I could see what was being said. I had OBS to make sure everything was going fine there. I had another window that was open for Pretzel so I could, do my music stuff. And just with that, my 24-inch screen was cluttered as hell. And anytime I wanted to go to something else, I was always overriding another thing and had to go and, alt-tab across so many different things. So having the third monitor will give me the ability to put the things I don't need to look at all the time up. So I can just have them sit there and I don't have to worry about it. And I can easily just glance at it and not worry about it. I can then have the first screen with the actual game and the second screen with the things I need to be looking at sooner rather than later, like chats and all that kind of thing. Which is, where I want to sort of get to with it. I suppose the reality is just screen real estate, frankly. But that's me personally, right? I always like to have things that I can easily do a quick glance as opposed to having to alt tab every time. Especially with a game like DBD. Like, holy crap. Get rid of. The hell? Is that not on this layer? What was this layer then? Have I just got like an extra layer here with nothing in it? Alright then. That's okay. It depends on how you do it. I'm actually very tempted to, like, if... I don't know if you can see me very well, but if both my hands are the main monitors, right? They sit like that. Now, what I would probably do is from your perspective, it's the non-gloved hand is the monitor I have the game on. Whereas with the gloved hand is the one I have everything else on. I would probably put it on the other side of the gaming one and have it as a vertical one and potentially move all the quick glance stuff to the vertical. And just have that sort of sit off to the side. It doesn't really matter because I'd only really use it for streaming. So it doesn't matter if I've got to move it back and forth into place. It's not going to be on all the time. Or at least that's what I'm planning to do. I've got the desk real estate for it now. I mean, that's a good point too, Valvenar. I mean, you can always replace one of the ones you've got to make that better and use the one you have as a potential third to just throw up and take down whenever you need. Or to shift it off to the side, if that's an option, perhaps. Where did I put... Oop, no, hell no. We are not going to start drawing over our crap. This is why I'm so happy about doing digital art, because if I screw up, I can Control Z. Kudos to anyone who does, like, painting and stuff like that. Let's go down a little bit more. There we go. How's that looking? That's starting to look like actual hair. Like it's actually starting to frame the face and... Oh, I just did that on the wrong freaking layer. What? Is that this layer? Then what's this? Not that. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I split the hair up over 2 layers. I'm an idiot. Well, guess what, friends? Excuse me. Can I please select both layers? What? No. How do I merge, delete? Off, very good. There we go, got it. Put it above and merge it down. I know, Lexi, I know, but still feel like an idiot. Maybe I'm an adorable idiot, but an idiot nonetheless. Right, I've got to re-go over this anyway. I just don't like the dots throwing me off a little bit. That was supposed to be on a separate layer. There we go. It's better. What do you think so far? Is it starting to look like a bit of a chibi character? Very chibi much, wow. I choose to read that in a very like good tone of voice because part of me was thinking that could also be very sarcastic and something I would potentially do just to screw with someone. Very kawaii. I don't know how to change this expression to what I want it to be though. I'm not exactly sure what the expression is going to be. I suppose this could just be an avatar picture, perhaps. Also, feel free to give constructive criticism, like something doesn't look right. I can't get better if I can't take criticism, right? Next, I need to look at covering the face. Ah, actually, you know what I haven't done? I'm missing a whole step in here. Missing this step to actually fill in some detail of the eyes. I mean, that's completely fair, Bussin. It's something very difficult, but sometimes even if you don't know how to do it yourself, you know what? I need to take this layer. Excuse me. Merge, blend space. How do I do the thing I want to do? It's a lot of fun, Bussin. It's just very time consuming as well. So it's like when I've only got a small period of time to do anything, then it's a bit frustrating. But since I've got the time now, you know, I'm not doing anything tonight. No stress. Up and I hope the trash went quietly. How do I... Oh, there it is. Right there. Actually, it'll be winter for you right now, isn't it, up and left? Very nice. If it's one thing I'm looking forward to when going to Japan is seeing all of the vending machines. Looks like there's quite a fair bit that's actually half decent in a lot of them too. Is it super cold in winter there? I've never been really amongst snow or anything like that, and Australian winters aren't super cold. They still go down to, you know, like 0 degrees in some respects, or even -1 or 2, but like there's very little in the way of snow. There's maybe a little bit of frost. Go up to the mountains and you get snow, but it's still different. But I do wonder, is it like really cold? Like you're immediately starting to freeze as you walk out the door kind of thing, or? Oh wow, yeah, that doesn't seem too bad. 8 degrees isn't too bad. Do you get like a pretty chill wind as well, or? Oh, it's the other way around. I mean, that's completely fair. Reminds me of like Queensland and Western Australia, North Australia, and South Australia. Like they're a lot more warmer than the rest of the country. Oh, really, Lex? Somewhat tolerable. How does it compare to where you are now, Lex? That's better. I'd imagine so. I've heard Hokkaido has like really, really, really tough winters. Um, like they can be beautiful, but scary. Better. So expensive. Well, what kind of expensive were we talking about? Like almost traveling internationally expensive, or I'm not sure of the. I know the Australian dollar versus the yen is like really good, but I don't really know how it translates to yen for everyday life. (7 degrees Celsius) far out. Like we get that here too, but it's not that bad overall. That just looks off. Yeah, okay. That's fair, happen. That is completely fair. Much like anywhere then going through certain seasons where everything just becomes stupidly expensive. That's fair, Lexi. Do you prefer the heat or the cold? Both of you, really. For the heat. How are we doing? Half an hour till ads. That's okay. Heat is best. I am an odd one out. I prefer the cold. It's mostly because, like, I don't know, the heat just screws with my body way too much. So it's nice to kind of get away from it. Back up to the hair layer. Yeah, that's exactly right, Valana. That's a big part of it too. You can always add more layers. You can't take any more off when you're too hot. Sorry. Nose is getting oily. Alright. Back to the hair. Oh, is that so, Lexi? That's interesting. I've always wanted to see if there was a way to like train up to not sweat as much, but everything I found is like you just got to keep sweating until your body builds up more reserves for it, or be genetically disposed to not sweat so much. Whereas unfortunately, a lot of people in my family we just sweat like crazy. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's fair, Uppin. That is very fair. A lot of that is a big part of why, if I'm going to go to a particular country in a particular time of the year, I'm more likely to just take some baseline stuff and then buy stuff there. Because I mean, like, if I took winter wear here to America or Canada or at least parts of them, or to Japan or something in winter, it wouldn't cut it. Not at all. Whereas even summer clothes, like, there's a good chance if I went to a lot of the hotter countries or the drier heat countries and stuff like that, it still wouldn't be the best. I mean, you can probably get away a bit more with summer clothes than winter, but still. There's always that difficulty with, clothes being created for the climate that they're being bought in. Still coming in at a too sharp of an angle. It's a bit better. I can always tidy it up later. Actually, I know what's wrong with that. This should be further down. That's better. Nope. I might fill that in later. How do I do that? Carefully and with execution, apparently. No worries, up and left. It was definitely fun hanging out. Thank you for the follow and thank you for all the chats. It's been really good. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. And yeah, definitely. I hope you can catch me while I'm playing Hyperdimension Neptunia. I've got 3 games for that. And potentially more if I decide to go into the expanded Neptunia universe. See ya. It needs to be like that. There we go. Look at that. I know, and they're still going. Like, they've got they started in 2010. They are still going with games. They've got an anime adaptation. They've got manga adaptations. They've got original videos that are still being created. Like, one of them's being released this year. Ugh. See ya, up and left. But for everyone else, like, it's ridiculous how much there is in that series, honestly. feel like I'm slowly getting this hair thing down pat. Very, very hard to get it, like, right, though. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just trying to sabotage myself doing stuff. I don't know if it's just me, but like I like the more curved lines when it comes to hair. Look at that. Look at that, everyone. Actually starting to look like a human. I'm actually really happy with that so far. It's a lot better than my previous attempts. I suppose just for reference as well. This was attempt number 2. So attempt 1, which took me like 2 hours. This one I had to go at over like hour and a half. And how long have we been going at the moment? A little over 2 hours. So like we cut out the other time of things, hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes worth. Coming along really well. I'm actually really happy with it. And thank you all for being here with me with it. Very much appreciate it. I'm actually going to make a folder and we're going to call this base. Put all of these in here. Hey, get in there. Alright. So the question is whether I do a body to this as well, or if I crop it a little bit, or like just shift everything down at the end. Oh, I'm actually missing that from the bottom of here. Let's add another layer group. Now let's call this definition. Wait, what? Oh. Hit the wrong button apparently. Alright. Okay. So we're going to go up a brush size. We're going to try and define all of the key areas. I kind of find it funny but useful that the whole point of drawing is to make your own trace template. Especially for beginners. I hope the music's okay. I'm just running like a free pretzel thing. You can barely hear it. I should turn it up a little. Hold up a tick. How about that? Is that better? Fair enough. Well, if anyone else thinks that's a little too loud or anything, let me know. Like, I do have it turned down a fair bit as well. Primary reason being, like, it's... I don't want Pretzel to, like, override everything else, even though in the actual Pretzel app itself, I've got it turned really low down as well, because otherwise it's, like, it's so loud in my ear that I can't... Because I'm running a wireless headset. Oh, excuse me. Because otherwise I'll miss sound alerts and stuff. Need something to be able to pick that up. Especially useful to have music. I get a little too invested in what I'm doing. Stop talking. Or talk too softly that you can't hear me. Change that bit a little. And the ear. I think. If I in order the drawings, the ear is there. Yeah, just put that little thing. Cool. So we might leave it down there for reference point. Yeah, like that. Using a profile as a reference point for a front on. That's dedication. What's time? Yes, it is very much past your bedtime. Thank you for sticking around, Val. It was good to see you, both today during your stream and sticking around. I hope you sleep well, and I'll chat to you soon. I don't know if I'll be able to lurk tomorrow. I'll be in the office, but chat to you soon, friend. Donovan! you're still here. Thank you for sticking around, even if it's just a lurk. It's coming along really well, yeah. I'm actually very happy. This is the third attempt. But the first one on stream. Coming along really well. I know I'm in a few Discords, so what I'll do is at the end of the night, I will post a progress picture in all the various Discords. Maybe Thursday nights we can just have it as like an art and a chit chat night. Or my Thursdays, I should say. Nice little curve down the bottom of that. Let's actually bring this down a little bit lower. Let's go out. That was a straight line. There we go. Look at that. Look at this beauty coming together. Right, so we're going to extend this one a little. So bring this down. I just like the fact that I'm like live editing my existing trace while I'm going. Slowly but surely, friends. Slowly but surely. Actually, that reminds me. I forgot to do a thing. Everyone who's probably here knows Mama, but she's currently live at the moment, so I think unless anyone has anyone particular they want me to raid into, I'm going to raid into her if she's still live. But let's keep going. What do we got? What's left? Let's actually just turn off the hair. Okay. We've only got these two main lines to go. And over. No, I don't like that. That's better. I can work with that. Okay. Got that, and I've got that. Cool. Smile. Smirk. We want to trace an eye. One twice. Oh, this is coming along together, friends. This is coming along really well. I'm so happy with this. I mean, look at that, friends, right? Look at that. And now, let's see if I missed anything. Ready? Look at that. That is coming along so freaking well. May not be the neatest out there, but that's pretty damn good. If I do say so myself. And we need to just put a little, just a tiny little bloop, ear. Right. Thank you, Mama. I realized that actually I hadn't been lurking on yours. I thought I'd clicked on you because I remember clicking, but I've been having troubles with my mice that they're clicking and dragging like a pixel and it doesn't click. Really annoying. I'm having a great night, Mama. This is coming along really well. Doing this drawing and some live editing of stuff. I hope your night's going well. I see you're playing Fortnite. I hope you're having some good games there. Hopefully not too many annoying people around. Where am I? What am I doing? Right. I'm picking colours. Right. So how we go with colouring. You know what? No, we're going to undo that. Just get rid of a little ear. Excuse me. Actually, I should. There we go. Shout out to Rat Commander. We are going to turn. Those off. We want to be able to see where we're going to put the colour for the eyes. But I want another layer for the colouring, and then I can merge layers together just in case I mess up. It's always the worst is like when you mess up and you go too far. At least this way a layer will disappear instead of the entire damn thing. I'm going to put you underneath. So weird doing colouring again. It's been a long time. Yes, I am. If I'm a little too focused, please feel free. Please. Please feel free to call me out on it. But it's like, I'm so happy with how this is turning out that, like, I'm so keen to see what it's going to be like when it's done, you know? Stay in the lines! That's exactly it. This ain't no paint by numbers crap. This is a live stream noob's attempt to try and do art. That's exactly right, Bussin. This is very true. You have to start somewhere. No worries, Mama. I was gonna do it before, but I haven't actually memorized your full handle. So, oh no, crap. Redo all of that. Sigh. I moved the layer and I didn't change back to the one that I was. Actually, I'm just gonna start that again because that was a horrible thing. Cool, new layer. Sorry everyone, we're starting again. It's all crap and I threw it out the window. I actually need to go down brush size. Just to get up into the little spots. Right up in the crevices. I think that's what we're going to do to start with. We're just going to get all the little crevices done. All those sneaky little crevices need to be filled in. The benefit of doing digital art versus colouring from school and stuff like that. You can actually zoom in on this. You can only put your head so much against the paper before. You can't control Z when you're working with coloured pencils either. Erasers don't work well with them. Although apparently the the pen eraser part, I always thought it was for erasing pens. Apparently it's actually to get rid of the the black smudge marks from the fine eraser part. I was literally sitting there thinking, what? I've been lied to my whole life. Or at least my whole eraser using life. That. So over here. This is really coming together well. I'm so happy right now. In this little itty bitty corner. And right here. Right here. It shall pass. As for the as I mentioned earlier, this being like the kind of expression, or sorry, perspective of myself into my own soul. You mean like a fill? Yes, I could. But playing with the fill, I'll give you an example, right? Let's use the fill on the actual layer itself. See all the little tiny white or extremely light grey spots? They become a bit more visible. Like, it's not as visible there, so I can get away with it, but I can just see this fine little white, or very extremely light set of pixels that just aren't there. Oh, sorry, that aren't colored. Like, I could probably just go with this and then... Well, no, that wouldn't work the way I want it to. Then go in and just color in all the areas, but one of the bigger reasons is because I actually like the idea of getting right into it and just trying to... No. Well, that's the problem, is the outlining part is you're still going to have those kind of blocky areas. Or at least that's what I've discovered. Perhaps it's just this particular tool, because I'm using GIMP at the moment. And maybe it is just this particular tool just doesn't handle this very well. Maybe there's a better tool out there I can use. Excuse me. To do the drawing of it and go from there, because there's a lot of suggestions on using, you know, like the fuzzy select tool to select it all, and then you select the inverse and then you cover that in and stuff like that. But the reality is there's some more advanced features and stuff that you can use for like masking and hue saturations and all that kind of stuff. That's the question, Bussin. What is the best drawing software? And unfortunately, that is not an answer I have. As much as I would like to know, my assumption would be something that is paid and potentially a pretty penny. But it is the question. One that I would like to answer at some point. But realistically, like, I'm happy doing this because, frankly, it's good practice for my left hand as well, fine motor control. Because that's something I definitely lack with my left hand, is fine motor control. So maybe it's not like super interesting to watch or anything like that, which is fine. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it feels kind of good to use my left hand for more than just moving a mouse around on a mouse pad. Actually get in some of the fine-grained practice. That makes sense? Photoshop and something else. Yeah, that sounds about right. Photoshop has come a long way in terms of what it offers, but by that same token, it's very annoying too, the fact that, you know, Adobe's gone the way they have with their pricing and stuff. Clip Studio EX. Here you all are doing all the research for me in the background. People use both, as in like at the same time. Like do something in one of them and then do the rest of it in the other. What are you up to, Lexi? I know Bussin was eating and playing Grounded, probably still is playing Grounded. Perhaps even still live. Which also, question to you, Bussin, how's that going? Flossing and watching Arrow, nice. I haven't actually seen Arrow yet, believe it or not. I was meant to watch it because I did a watch of the reruns of Smallville ages and ages ago, like back when Arrow only had 1 or 2 seasons. And I was like, yeah, cool, I should watch Arrow as well, and then just never got around to it. Because that could have been a really cool, like, Justice League movie set using Smallville, Arrow, and The Flash as the baseline for it. But I like Smallville. I used to have a crush on that. Cannot remember his name for the life of me though. The actor who played Clark Kent in Smallville. But then I also had a crush on Chloe as well, so you know, it all starts with the mummy. And it snowballs from there. I should go back and watch the Mummy movies. I haven't seen them in a long time. Rachel Weisz and Brendan Fraser. Fraser? Yeah, Fraser. Poor Brendan got the raw end of all those deals, honestly. Feel sorry for him. But he actually has come out, I don't know if you've seen, but a new movie called Whale, where he's like playing a extremely overweight father trying to get in touch with his daughter, and it like the scenes that I've seen from the clips in that, they're so raw and emotional. And considering what he went through after all of the issues and the allegations and all that kind of crap, and you know, losing everything to all of it, he put on like hundreds of pounds and yeah, just disappeared for ages. Arrow does look pretty good. It does look like it gets a little bit episodical though. A little bit like, you know, trying to binge watch Supernatural can get a little tedious at times. I always like, anytime I try and binge it, I only ever get to the Leviathans and I'm like, I can't watch anymore. I'm done. We're getting there, team. Whew. I have too many things on my to-watch list, to be perfectly honest. A lot of things that people are suggesting that I watch, and things that I've had on my list for ages, just from interest. And then all the new things that keep coming out that's like, ooh, that could be fun to watch. Then, you know, the comfort watching. Comfort watching is a big thing that I do. Particularly when it comes to like CinemaSins. I always comfort watch CinemaSins if I want something like truly just in the background that I can doom scroll to and not have to stress too much. Yeah. I recently had like a huge issue with trying to just do things. It's like I've got a huge collection of games. I've got plenty of things that I have watched and easily will watch again and stuff like that. It's just the issue, I suppose, of like just doing it. Yeah, exactly. And that was what I kind of liked about Smallville as well, is that they had the crossover between the three for, I think it was a couple episodes as well. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. We're about to have a Flash Arrow debate. I am here for this. That is a common complaint about Flash, just like as a character. I mean, that's fair too. The nature of the shows does make them very different to watch. Sometimes you do have to go back and watch like the other seasons, especially for long running shows, just to see how they progress. Because sometimes, you know, like the first half of a season or a full season can be very difficult to get through. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. I think I messed up, friends. The DC party! I mean, they kind of need to have more, like, DC stuff crossed over, in a sense. So I kind of get a bit annoyed at the constant repetition of the same crap over and over and over. Like, how many Batmans they've done over the last several years. Like, holy crap.
If you are too demanding or too greedy, your mind is not rich and self-sufficient. When your mind becomes demanding,
That is completely fair, Lexi. I still haven't actually fully completed watching Supernatural yet. I really need to. So I hear the last few seasons are actually really good.
moral, and so forth. If you keep your original mind, precepts will keep themselves. The beginner's mind is the mind of compassion. When our mind is compassionate, it is boundless. This is also the real secret of the arts. Always be a beginner. Be very, very careful about this point.
Oh, Bussin. It's fine, friend. A bit weird. How do I draw eyes? I haven't watched any of the Lord of the Rings ones yet. So I'm not sure how much I like them. I wasn't sure what to think of Titans, to be perfectly honest. Started watching some of it. And I get where they're going with the gritty nature. I mean, that's where DC's going for a while, but... I don't know. I like some aspects of it. Let's hope that doesn't look too creepy or too crap. That actually looks like eyes now. Looks like freaking eyes now. How amazing is it? They're like looking on the top left here. Between the current color and the old color, not a lot of difference, just a little bit darker. And it actually makes it look like freaking eyes. Holy crap. Yeah. I mean, that's entirely fair. I think I just wasn't exactly happy with the... Those are eyes. Yes, they are. Maybe I'll throw this one at you.
The impudence! The audacity! The unmitigated gall!
I love Jim Carrey's creation. It's so good. Yeah, like it's looking a lot cuter, right? Like when you look at this, right?
The impudence! The audacity! The unmitigated gall!
When you look at this, it's kind of that like side-eyed blank stare of like, It doesn't look like actual eyes, right? And even with my second attempt, it looks more angry, or at least like a lot more frustrated or something. Whereas this is actually like, you know, especially for a third attempt, like, holy crap. It's amazing how much difference it actually makes. Like, it makes me wonder if I should actually go back to here and pick a slightly lighter one and just like very gently come around here. Just along the edges, right? Just along the edges. Learning how to do contouring with Maiden Kimiko. Like, I suck at doing like any kind of makeup stuff. I cannot contour at all, makeup wise. So that even there, it's actually looking a lot more eyes. I mean, these look a lot more crazy eyes because it's so pixelated. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. More shiny. It looks more shiny. Okay, I'm happy with that. Alright. What time is it? 7 o'clock. How long are we going? 3 hours. I want to keep going, but I do need to do some stuff ready for tomorrow. I need to be up at 5 or a little bit before 5 a.m. to get into the office early enough to do some stuff. We'll see how we go, Bussin. We'll see how much we get done in the next half hour or so, except we have ads going on in a minute. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pause for a minute, and I'm actually going to go have a little a pit stop. I'll come back. We'll see what we can get done. But yeah, ads are going to kick off very shortly. Instead, I'll kick them off early. I might do another 3-minute ad because I'm going to go to like get a drink maybe make another cup of tea. Yeah. And I mean, worst case scenario, if I keep going for too long, then I keep going for too long. It's not a real bother. I was just trying to be responsible, which I'm not very good at recently. No stress. Thank you for sticking around as long as you have, Bussin. If you want to go to bed or need to go to bed, by all means. I appreciate you being here for yeah, especially as late as it is. But for now, I am going to switch over, run some ads, and be back shortly. 2 a.m. Woohoo! And you get to miss all the ads. Woohoo! Night, Bussin. Aww. All good, Lexi. Sleep well, you two. Thank you for staying so long. But for anyone else that's still here, yeah, we'll be back shortly. And we're back. It's actually really cool that yeah, running the 3 minutes ads gives a whole hour. It's actually really cool that it's a cumulative time. So like even if I were to run ads immediately when they're available, it'll just add on to the time. Like you can't just, you know, chain run 20 minutes worth of ads or anything, or like even 6 minutes worth of ads. They don't let you, but that's pretty cool. No ads for Lexi. You must be running a good ad blocker, Lexi. Thank you both for the lurk. I know you're not here, but still. This is recorded for posterior services. Take that as you will. But we're going to see how much we can get done. Let's see how far we can go. Look at our eyes all nice and sorted. Now just got to try and do a very similar thing with the hair, right? We don't just want like a standard... Yeah. In the reference, like, see how there's that little bit of white in the front? Giving it that sort of shiny sort of appeal. I'm gonna see about doing something similar, but towards that, like where they're going to sit. Perhaps I will aim it similar to the eyes. See what we do there, right? Where are we? Light silver? No, really light silver. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Right. 1 pixel. Two. It's gonna be interesting to see what this actually looks like when I'm finished. I'm very, very keen. I'm a keen little bean. See how this goes. I've been dreaming of something like this for a long time, even just to be like, make this little OC myself. Never really intended for it to be like a part of the emotes thing, but I mean, why not, right? I have the time. People seem to be pretty happy to chill with me while I do so. I mean, time zones make things certainly difficult. We can't hold that against anyone. I certainly won't. I wonder if my hand is sticking to the freaking thing. I don't have the glove on. But for anyone who is still here, thank you for sticking around. Particularly if it is well outside your time zone. Even if you are a night owl of any kind of description. Thank you very much. I do greatly appreciate your presence. It's nice to be able to do some stuff, right? And it's like, it's not a spur, it's not a form of motivation or anything like that. It's just, you know, when you've got a good, I can't even talk. Take a sip of hot tea before I try that again. See if a burnt tongue will take over a twisted one. When you have a good community, you know, it goes a long way. It's really helping boost your confidence, to help give you... I hesitate to say the drive to do things, because you still need to do things even without a drive, right? But like, to support you in doing things. If you want to try something, most people in a good community are like, yeah, cool, go for it. See where that takes you, you know? If you need a hand with it, maybe I can help. If not, you know, let me lend an ear to your frustrations or anything like that, or potentially offer some advice. You know, having those sorts of communities is really good. And the fact that I've found it amongst the Cups crew, the fam in the USC, but also amongst Valvanar's Tavern as well, you know. I mean, there's another area of that kind of thing that I won't really put a name to on stream without permission. But there's a community behind that as well, a more private community that I am a part of as well. And even there, like, there's plenty of support for a lot of things. It's really nice, you know. Just have the support to do what you want to do. To a certain degree, of course. I mean, people usually frown upon things, upon certain things, and there are, you know, quite a few things that are pretty evil. You don't really want to be caught doing any of that. Yes, I'm aware I have some weird topics of conversation sometimes, and with where they actually go. Don't you worry, I'm aware of it. You know, this is coming along well. A lot better than I thought it would, especially on stream. I honestly thought I'd get frustrated at, you know, redoing the same lines over and over and over, and give up and go and play Hades or something. I'm actually glad I stuck with it. And I may even get this done tonight. I'm still going to post like a status for it in all of the Discords that I'm part of. For anyone to see. I mean, the only one I've got listed in my socials is the tavern. That's because I want to promote the tavern a bit more. It's like a nice little nook to be able to go to, right? Yeah, it was one of the first places that I had to be able to go. Not super active, which is a little bit of a shame, but that's less to do with the group in there and more to do with not a lot of people, you know? There's only so much you can do with a small amount of people. I was going to say with a short amount of time, but it's also a true statement, but not what I was going for. Going up too high. Let's get this baseline color in. Been some good music too in this chill list. Goes pretty well with the vibe. It's good. It's what you want, right? You want to be able to continue a vibe. Always good when you can. I need to remember to stop for a minute half the time, so that if I ever do need to Control Z, I'm not going to take too much off. I think this setup works nice too. I was a bit hesitant about it considering it was literally thrown together in 10 minutes. Exactly like that, see? Just lost so much progress because I messed up one little couple of pixels. Done! Oh, thank you. I don't know if you've just come back from somewhere or anything like that. Do you want to see what it looks like at the moment in the full? The doodling's pretty good. The drawing's even better. Here's what it looks like at the moment. This is 200%. You know, the eyes actually look like eyes. Doing some YouTube streaming, that's fair. I know you've been lurking for a bit, but yeah, like the key for the eyes, like when I did some of the old ones, right? They're just too flat. They're just like singular color. Whereas this is actually the pupil, slightly darker purple, a lighter purple, and then a little bit of white in them just gives it that like eyes, you know? No, you're fine. I did see the comments that you did post. It's all good. It does. I mean, because this is the my perspective of my soul character. The vision I have in my head is of someone who has like platinum silver hair, which I'm not going to be able to get perfect here, but like a platinum silver hair with sprinkles of pastel colors through it, and like an almost iridescent purple eyes. The problem with iridescent colors and this kind of thing, particularly with the tool that I'm using, is it looks too pink when you use it with purples, or at least the ones that I've done. I haven't been able to like get it right yet. I suppose something like that. I don't exactly know why, but that's just the inner perception I have of myself. Yeah, something like that. But I mean, the interesting thing is, like from what I see internally, is that it's not just like a general gray. Like I'm doing a baseline color here, but I'm going to tidy it up with some, like with some whites and some lighter versions of it and some darker versions to add some, perception and depth to it. But yeah, in my head it's far more white. Like it's, if you took white as it is and sprinkled the barest amount of like a platinum silver into it, then that's sort of what I'm envisioning. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm using a darker grey than I probably should. And I haven't contoured in the face yet either. But I mean, mind you, when it comes to like the contouring and stuff like that, this is really the first time I've ever tried to do anything like contouring. So it's a bit interesting to learn. Oh, me. Well, at the moment, here, let me jump into the chatting scene. So I look like a dirty blonde, but this top color is actually like a really dark brown. And that's my natural color, whereas I used to have my hair dyed a blue. It was originally purple to start with, and we sort of went to a darker blue, then into more like a tealy, aqua kind of green. They're not actually highlights, that's just the color coming out. I had my whole head done, and now I'm growing it out. And over time, the blue has just faded. So you've got like a really soft blue in there. Then you've got like actual blonde where all the colors come out of it, which is why I look like a dirty blonde from a distance. Yeah, you probably won't notice a lot of that because of how, you know, how small the camera is there. But yeah, that's the main gist of my color. I would like to like keep my hair colored, but it's a lot of maintenance. and the leaves die in the showers and stuff like that. And when you're renting, it's not good. I mean, I like the just chatting scene. You get to see me and my expressions a bit more and stuff like that, and I can like look at you properly and you can see that I'm looking at you and stuff like that. Because at the moment, like looking down, I've got the tablet in front of me, I've got the chat off to the right, but I've also got chat up here with all my OBS and stuff, and then the camera's in the middle. Because I want the camera to be able to capture like my anime pillows and my anime art and stuff like that. I have the full scene going on. Well, they're not actually my art, but it's the ones that I'm displaying. Exactly. That's exactly it, Don. I hope you don't mind if I call you Don. I know I asked about the Don, but I know you said you've been called worse, but still, sometimes I like to check to make sure. That's good. But how was your stream today? I didn't get to catch a lot of it. I was lurking, but I also had like a whole bunch of streams open and trying to work and stuff like that too, working on a really frustrating issue. And then I've actually come across another one that's similar to it, and I'm like, ugh, not this crap again. The Twitch one blew your mind? How come? Just like lots of people coming in and checking you out and stuff like that? So I did see you got affiliate, and again, congratulations on that. YouTubers run of the mill. I've never actually seen a YouTube live before, so I'm not exactly sure what they're even like. Maybe you can describe it a little bit for me if you feel up to it. But my streams are pretty good. Yeah, thank you. You know, it's nice to have a good community that helps like boost for that kind of stuff. But my streams are pretty good. I've had a few people come in and watch, and I've asked a few times like whether it like if it's been too boring or anything like that. But apparently they're all happy to. Everyone's been happy to watch me go along and get better at it, and have all the tangents into, you know, changing this, that, and the other for for OBS, and because I'm still learning a lot of the affiliate stuff. You know, this is the first affiliate stream, which I think yours was as well, wasn't it? Your Twitch stream was the first affiliate today. So trying to get at least a couple of things set up to see how it goes, and what, you know, needs to be set up and where to set it up and crap. Ah, I mean, that makes sense. That does make sense. Do you enjoy doing the YouTube ones? But also, how frustrating would that be to have to like manage everything on mobile or on like... I think you've mentioned a few times the fact that your laptop is not good at running all of that stuff. Oh, really? The Moist Nipple Gang, yeah. That's really cool. I mean, that's very, like, I haven't had any bits or anything yet, which is fine. That, like, I was playing around with some of the soundbite things and I accidentally made them bits instead of channel points. But Yeah, this is actually my friend outside of streaming as well, but he did a 6-month subscribe and also gifted a subscription to someone else as well. And I was like, holy crap, really? That is awesome. You know, it's so good for having all that kind of stuff, right? Don't consider that. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It's a raid machine. It warms the house in the cold days. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It's a bit frustrating when you don't have enough money to get the hardware that you need, right? I definitely understand that. There's plenty of hardware I want to get, but I can't afford it right now. Here we go. I've got specifically a separate water bottle to my tea as well. Oh. Were you in the US as well, Don? Or were you in Europe? Or because I've gotten it wrong a couple of times today. Yeah. That's very frustrating. And honestly, I had a very similar thing with my old job before starting the one that I've got now in February. So it's very frustrating, like, getting away from it. It's like you need to get away from it, but then you need to find a job too, and applying is crap. It's honestly horrible. I hate having to, like, apply for jobs and stuff. Oh, you're in the US. Nice. I'm one of the Aussie kids. So that'd be pretty late for you right now, wouldn't it? It'd be going on like 2, 3, maybe even 4 a.m. I assume you're like a night owl at the moment until you have to go back into work. Ooh. 3:30 a.m. far out. But that's... Oh, getting sucker punched at work. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's rough for one. I feel bad for you, but not in a condescending way, because, like, I've had times where I've been had insomnia, but not as, like, a chronic condition or anything like that. So, and that was bad enough. And I know a few people who have got forms of insomnia, and it's rough, honestly, especially with, like, what sleep deprivation can do to you. It's really rough, so I'm sorry, friend. Part of me kind of wishes we didn't need anywhere near as much sleep as we do, because there's so much more that you can get done with a couple of extra hours in the day. Oh, damn. That's rough. Did you have a go back at him, or... that would have just escalated it too far and just put you in, like, the doghouse, comparatively? Because I know that's what happens sometimes. So some places will take the retaliation worse than the initial assault. Yeah, exactly. Sleep deprivation is horrible. Absolutely freaking horrible. Like, there's whole bunches of sciences out there about, like, you actually accrue... it's like a lack of sleep balance. I mean, that's what the scientists say. You can never really tell how much they actually go into things. 3 managers step in. Yeah. Linking good amount of blood. Yeah. Fair. That's rough. Like, I haven't seen many things like that happen, but every time I have, it's like, oof. I think the last time I was in any kind of fight, it was very weird. Because there was a guy trying to have a go at me in high school. I did this really weird, like, just wanted to grapple my shoulders. I'm trying to, like, tiny punch me in the cheek from there. And I'm like, dude, threw him into a pole. But then he gave up very quickly because someone was like, teacher's coming. Once I do the hair, I'm going to contour the face. Might add another layer to see better, using the eyes as kind of like a perspective lens for where the light will shine to do the contouring. And that sounds like a good idea. Mind you, I'm just making this up as I go. I don't know how useful it will actually be, but no, I completely agree. That kind of crap, like in Australia, we had whole campaigns going around and we called them the Coward's Punch. Like literally, we had all these campaigns because especially during like schoolies, which was the after year 12 or after end of high school thing in the summer, you have a party. Like you go out to like a main beach area or something. They got big parties and stuff like that. But even younger men, like in the 20s and stuff like that, at bar brawls and stuff like that. No, I know. I know what you meant for that. But just like as a kind of tangent to that, it's well, not really a tangent, but yeah, they were all doing the same kind of crap, like sucker punching people from behind. And yeah, we ran the campaign and called it the Coward's Punch. And honestly, it's exactly what it is. It's a Coward's Punch. No one sees it coming, and they killed people with that crap. Like, there was, I think, in a couple of summers or something, like, it's a small number overall, but the fact that you have, like, more than 50 or 60 people dying from these Coward's Punches, like, I'm with you, honestly. It's bloody ridiculous. Honestly ridiculous. Humans frustrate the hell out of me as a species. Oh, damn. I mean, sometimes it's like, as much as it sucked in the moment, sometimes it's interesting to go back and like look at, you know, what happened, right? And the aftermath of it. Like, I've still got pictures of the car crash that I had in end of 2018. And it's like, you look back on it and you're like, holy crap, I survived that. Oh, you can't? Why not? That's weird. Are you in the USC Discord or anything? Or are you on Discord? Yeah, I'm fine. I literally got away with a small cut on my left foot, which was actually from the clutch? No, from the brake pedal. When I T-boned into it, I slid on wet tram tracks into a power pole. Yeah, find me in there. Add me if you want to, and shoot it to me in Discord. If you're comfortable sharing it, that is. I mean, I'm assuming that since you wanted to whisper it to me, you're okay with it, but still, it has to be said, right? Consent is still consent no matter what. There it is. Let's have a quick peek. Oh, damn. Holy crap. So obviously your right eye would have like swollen over, but did your left swell up overly much? Because it looks like on in that picture, like your left eye, at least the top and the eyelids, had gotten a little swollen. I cannot talk right now. I'm just almost incapable of Englishing. Oh, really? That's amazing. Holy crap. That is amazing. Wow. Well, I'm glad that you're okay. That is the key thing here. Look at that, it's coming together. Alright, we're going to add another layer. This to the top. Because this is going to be our perspective. There. Two months ago. That really wasn't that long ago, was it? Very horrible perspective. Look at that. Literally just rough perspective lines, right? Then we have like the top head. That should give us enough like to work with for contouring. Where are we? Skin color. I'm gonna go a bit. Wait, no. What happened? Just a little bit lighter. The lines are for perspective, right? So like when you look at the eyes, you can kind of see the cursor, right? So the idea is with the eyes here and the way they are and the little tiny white spots in them, it's sort of like that direction is where the light's going. So I want to see if I can like use the same light perspective to give the contouring to the rest of the face. I'll delete it after. Just going to be a reference point. Because I will need to go into at least 400. Up to maybe a 3 brush. So we've got the cheek that sort of comes out. I don't want to very gently. Yeah, I did that completely on the wrong layer. Idiot. Try that again. So I kind of want to go. A little bit. Very gentle. I have no idea how well this is going to work, though, is the problem. Doesn't really seem to be doing what I want it to. Like, it kind of is, but it isn't. Maybe I just need to like look at doing a little bit less. Or I'm an idiot. That's what I should be doing. Needs to be slightly bigger. Does that look right? It doesn't look right. No, it's not right. Damn it. This is hard. Almost like you gotta just like very gently. Feel that. It kind of works better. Yeah, look at that. That's better. We'll go back to this and then go that little bit darker. Yeah, maybe go a little bit darker. No, that's okay. Frankly, like, I'm learning. That's what I should have been doing. I should have been using dark to highlight it. Yeah, look at that. Look, the ear actually looks like it's... Do a little bit on the inside. Look at that. It's like it's gaining perspective as I do this. Like, it's not the best. I'm a complete noob at all this. But even just that little bit, look, the ear actually looks like it's concave a little bit. And then you sort of run it like... where you'd think the creases would be. Where does that work for here? Line. I know, right? Like, here I was trying to lighten it up to get the depth perspective. It's not lighting that needs to be used for it. Temple. I'll just bring the up a little bit into there. A little bit in the eyes. You know, to make it look like eyelids. Like, it's honestly interesting because I'm literally making this up as I go. Maybe I'm doing the right thing. Maybe I'm not. But like, oh, so slowly, right? What do you reckon? Top lip or bottom lip? I kind of feel like the top of the back. Maybe across the V at the bottom. Look at that, just very slowly getting that little bit of depth. Like, I can tell that it's off a little bit, and that's fine. Even with the little black, I think the little black lines help it a lot too. Alright, I think I'm happy to leave the face at that. I think if we go too far, I'm going to ruin it. Time is it? It's nearly 8 o'clock. Alright. I am going to have to call it, I think. I'm going to take that off. We are going to take a screenshot. Okay, cancel. All right. That is now ready. So, yeah. Thank you everyone for sticking around. I think this is coming along really nicely. And I've been at it for nearly 4 hours. Well, realistically, the actual drawing part's only been about 3. But, yeah, that's actually gone really well. But I am going to leave off there. Thank you. No, it'll be a continuation thing. I'm gonna have to do... NANI?! I like that one. Yeah, I'll continue it probably next Thursday, so same time next week. It'll be in my schedule as well. Now that I'm affiliate, I can actually write what I'm doing each day, which you'll be able to do now, Don. You'll be able to go into your schedule and put in what you're going to do when, if you know what you want to do. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, when am I going live next? I'm planning to go live on Saturday, where I will either keep going with Banjo-Kazooie, because, you know, the chaos of that game, or I might, see about continuing on Hyperdimension Neptunia. I'm not sure yet. I will decide on the day because I've got a few things on in the morning. We'll see how we go. I mean, that's entirely fair, Don. I set up a very base schedule, something to just sort of give myself a fitted time slot to actually do streaming so I can get into it more often, then I can adjust it from there. But yeah. Thank you for sticking around, Don, and for chatting. And thank you to everyone else who is currently lurking. Let us have a quick look to see who is on. Thank you, I do appreciate it. Like, even lurks help. As much as I feel bad for not being as active in your streams, it's one of those things that unfortunately, you're on at times that I need to focus on other things, or when I've got too many streams up at once. You know what? Radical Mama is on. So we are going to raid into her. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I have too many bloody windows. What is this? There it is. Awesome. Alright, friends. Let us raid into Radical Mama. yeah, stick around. Say hi when we get in there. And yeah, I will catch you all later. Enjoy the rest of your day, however long that may be. Thanks, everyone. Raid has started. Do, 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 do.